Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm PBW. We're back on the John Boat project. This is the fourth video of the series, and we're installing LED lights just to give a little better visibility when I'm on the small lakes and ponds, make sure everyone can see me, plus give me a little light to see what's going on. In the front we're installing navigation lights, a red and a green. In the back just a normal white LED. Alright, so here's some of the tools you're going to need to get this project going. I have some shrink wrap, I'll link that on Amazon. Some basic wire strippers, a basic pocket screwdriver, some black electrical tape, cheap soldering iron, some solder, a multimeter in case you got to do any testing. I actually didn't use this, but it's handy to have. I have some double strand 14 gauge wire here for running the power up to the front of the boat, and some drill bits, and you also need a drill. Okay, starting here at the rear of the boat, you'll see in the video in the second half, I drilled a hole down here in the gun rail, giving me access to run my wire from the rear of the boat all the way up inside the gun rail to the front of the boat. There's a seam where the gun rail ends up under here, and you can't really see it, where the wire comes out. So I fed that through here, and then I drilled a hole here in the front of the boat and ran that wire through. I have two LED light strips I got from Amazon, and I'll link those in the description below if you want to pick those up, and they're actually really nice and they're sealed. So I took the positive from each side of the LED strips, connected it to the positive wire going to the rear of the boat, soldered it, and then heat shrinked it so it's nice and sealed and waterproof. I did the same thing on the ground. I took both of these LED strips grounds, soldered them to the wire going to the rear of the boat, and heat shrink wrapped them. These LED strips have double-sided tape on the back of them. It doesn't feel that sticky, so I heated up the boat with a heat gun. You can also use a hairdryer, and these things are really on there now. They're actually really good LED strips, and they're waterproof. Okay, the LED on the rear of the boat I mounted right here just for visibility purposes so people can see behind me. Kind of a navigation light. I got this LED light here off Amazon. It was fairly priced and sealed, really good light. It mounts with two screws. It does not provide you the hardware. I went to Lowe's and got two stainless steel screws. So you have to drill one large hole to run the wire through the transom, and then two smaller holes to mount the stainless steel screws and mount the device. So what I did inside here was you have the wire running from the front of the boat to light up the two navigation lights, and then you have the set of wires coming from the LED light here in the rear. So I have those coming together here, and you'll see in the video I took those two sets of wires and I spliced the positive together along with the positive on this pigtail, and I took the ground or negative and did the same thing. I spliced those together, soldered them, shrink wrapped them, then I wrapped them in black electrical tape. I like to use split loom to protect my wires, but I was out, so I'm going to have to pick some of that up. As you see, I put this connector on it here. You'll see I have the same connector on my electrical wiring box, and there's a video on this wiring box, so I spliced that into the fuse panel, so that's how I connect these two together to get the lights to come on. This Electro Distribution Box, some people ask me about it. I have it separate right now. It's what I use to connect the electrical devices in my John boat to the battery box. I have a larger version of that clip right here that I have in my battery box. It allows me to connect the battery to this. I think I'm going to make a smaller version of this box. This thing's kind of getting heavy and bulky. I'd like to get a small box and mount it right here, maybe one that's 6 inches. If so, I'm going to do a detailed video on how to build that box and mount it on here. Having this box separate is something I have to keep up with when I load the John boat in the back of my truck. So, the second half of this video is vlog type footage with me working on this boat installing these LED lights. I make some mistakes and then figure out what does work. Most of it, as I said, is fast forwarded footage with very little commentary from me. At the end, I have some footage of the lights being turned on at night. So if you stop watching now, thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe and that like button. If not, stick around and watch the rest of the video. We got the wire through. So that was the setup for getting the wire through. I had to set the boat up on its edge, so I'm gonna set it back up right and we'll go back to working. Hey guys, this wraps up the LED installation on the John boat. Hope this was helpful for you all. Like I said, I'm going to redo the fuse box here. I'm going to get a smaller box and keep it mounted to the boat. Keeping up with that fuse box is kind of being a hassle when I'm loading and unloading the boat. So hope you all like this video. Remember to eat, drink, keep fishing. See ya.